toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at one. So Kentucky's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways that he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen.
There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the right. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kick off. On the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Flips it out on the screen, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Punts it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
Found the seam on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on its way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time...
Just steamrolling the defense. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch?
There he goes to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch down the right side. Finds a seam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. It's caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal. Oh, it's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it, and the defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Working on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3.
Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Kentucky! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Heaves it deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke. The defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Let's just call it like it is. The 1st half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Wide open downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And he coughs it up inside the 20. And he falls on his own fumble and at least gives his offense a chance to take the field. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats. Number 1. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you...
Turning it on! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football...
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Hold it. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Boom. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Release to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. He's not going to get there. Offense in a split backfield. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got him. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Bringing it back. And he's... They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Military.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
221 wing, 221 wing. Ready.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had...
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.